All right, we're live again. Sorry we're a little bit late. We had something else going on the live stream, so we had to wait for that to be over. Let me pull up and just make sure everything's working, and I want to make sure I can see anyone's comments so I can answer questions as well. All right, let's just make sure. Yes, we have sound. Okay. So still seeing widespread snow across the area. I also just stepped outside while I'm live streaming from here. I can't take you outside with me, but it does appear that we are seeing snowfall accumulate on untreated sidewalks, which means that's probably accumulating on untreated roadways as well. That's why we have a weather alert day, is for the hazardous road conditions. So please stay home and stay inside if you can. We'll start going through this. We don't have much change into the forecast over the last couple of hours. I will get to the snow accumulations in just a moment. We're just going to take a look at radar really quickly. Again, seeing pretty widespread snowfall over the area. I like this radar much better. There it is, and we're seeing some patches of heavier snowfall move through the area as well. You can see one of those at the moment from Washington Courthouse to Circleville, as well as just north of Cambridge. At any time, the snow could get a bit heavier, but it is going to be constant for the next several hours. Yeah, Melissa, I love the snow too until I have to drive. I just always kind of hope there's a plow in front of me clearing the roads. I will give them their distance and stay behind them. My audio is very low. Let me try to turn it up a little. That's as far as it goes up. I hope that's better. Maybe I will direct this at me, and that will help. Let's see. Let me know if that is better. Lots of snow. All right. Yeah, we are seeing lots of snow really across the area. So again, this is going to be rather constant for the next several hours, and this is why we've been saying, you know, just maybe plan some indoor activities for the evening. We've got much more snow left to come out to the west. You can see this stretches all the way into Illinois. Chicago getting some lighter snow than us, but yeah, this is really moving across. Can't hear you. Okay, what is going on? Because yeah, I don't know what's happening with the microphone. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Maybe if I pull the microphone closer to me, that will help, because the microphone is definitely on. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about the audio, unfortunately. I went ahead and pulled up some cameras for the area as well. Wow, yeah, just snow covering almost every area. Let's see if we can pull up Morrow County. It looks like the roadways are okay in Morrow County, so that's good. Columbus, we have some lower cloud deck. It's really hard to see the city at the moment. Chillicothe, not the best. Doesn't look like the best road conditions there, but yeah, we're definitely seeing the snow accumulation in most areas. There's Fayette County. Let's take a look at Marysville. It looks like a lot of areas have rather decent road conditions. I don't know that this is current for Logan. That, or they just haven't gotten much snowfall. So yeah, Zanesville, I mean, if the roads were treated, they should be okay at the moment. Yeah, there's several counties already going into level 1. Don't ask me which ones they are. I do not keep up with that. We do have someone upstairs keeping up with it, and I don't know where it is updated. Maybe if I can find that out and put a post on Facebook, we can do that. But I think Union County was one of them I saw. Logan County maybe. But you're going to have to check your local, whatever. Sometimes it's the local sheriff's office that puts that out, or sometimes, I mean, it's different in every county, okay? But yeah, we've got that winter storm warning. If you're along I-70 and south, we are expecting a little more snowfall than the areas in purple, which are in a winter weather advisory. This goes until, oh, I need to update that because that is not until 10 a.m. Friday. That is until 7 a.m. tomorrow. So let me make a note of that. Delaware is at a level 1. I have a feeling several areas are going to be escalating over the next several hours. So again, this is going to be steady, continue coming down rather steadily. We expect the roadway conditions to be hazardous. I just checked. There's several accidents in the area. If you want to check o.go, you can do that. But there was just one in the Columbus Metro. I believe there's one further north. There are several a little further to the west right now. So as that snow builds up, I expect to see more of those. You may see times of decreased visibility, particularly if you're driving tomorrow. Expect to do some shoveling and expect to get that snow off your car as well. We're expecting most areas to see 3 to 5 inches, with an area or two possibly picking up 6 or 7 before this is all said and done. So it's pretty good snowfall for us. Here's the latest snowfall map. This is pushed off to the east again. However, keep in mind as this progresses, we will see. Why is that saying Wednesday afternoon? I need to make sure these graphics are updated. All right, I've got some work to do between now and 10 o'clock. Between now and tomorrow morning, this is kind of what we are expecting it to look like. Areas further north, I would say if you're Delaware County or north, you may see a little bit less snowfall, maybe 2 or 3 inches. Along I-70, 3 to 5. And then some areas will see 5 or 6 inches. Temperatures are falling. A lot of us have fallen below freezing, which is why we're starting to see the snow stick to the roadways. Again, just stay at home and stay safe. On top of that, we also have a cold weather advisory for much of the area until Monday morning, because temperatures are going to just plummet behind this thing, and the wind chills are going to make it feel even colder. You can see we're almost down into single digits in some areas, 11 the wind chill in Marion as well as Delaware. So we're going to fall about a degree or 2 per hour as we head into the overnight, and we'll end up with a low around 8 degrees. Going to feel like it's below 0. Some areas will feel as cold as negative 15. So keep in mind that if you are outside in the elements, you could be at risk for hypothermia or frostbite. Okay, I mentioned the snow is going to continue for the next several hours. By about 10, 11 o'clock though, this should taper off. We may still see a few flurries, but the bulk of this is out of the area, and hopefully those crews can start working on cleaning up the roads as we head into the overnight. A few areas may see some flurries tomorrow, but for the most part we will be dry and will remain dry into Monday and Tuesday. We get later in the work week, we get warmer and we get rainier. Looks like we'll see that happen on Thursday as our temperatures climb. into the 50s. Okay, Crawford is also in a level 1. Yeah, several counties are definitely going to be going into snow advisories. Again, expect to see those continue to be elevated over the next several hours. You're in this, Carrie, you're in the southern part of Franklin County and it's coming down. It is. I keep going and checking every like 30 minutes just to see exactly what it's doing. I'm sorry, Rick. I don't know what's wrong with the microphone. It's on and it's turned all the way up. There's nothing else I can do about it, unfortunately. So that's the latest update. I believe we'll be back at 6 p.m. or around 6 p.m. I'll put a post up on Facebook if it's going to go later or if we're not going to be right on time this time. My apologies for not mentioning that we would be a little late with the 3 o'clock update. But yeah, not much has changed. And I don't expect much to change as we head into the next several hours. But I'll leave you with that, and I'll just remind you to please be safe out there as the snow is coming down.